We know the strategy for you and for Oath is going after the brand space. And the way that you've described it, Tim, is going after the brand space, like how Google has gone after search, like how Facebook has gone after social. There are some skeptics who, as you know, have said, where's the value in combining AOL and Yahoo? Your response to them is, thank God they don't see the opportunity.
From this landscape I sit in, we have to differentiate. We're in a competitive environment where you have Google and Facebook and Amazon and Tencent and Alibaba. These are all gold medal performers, in the world. The worst possible outcome for us is people say, oh my God, you're copying Google, you're copying Facebook. But what we've decided to do is brands are really important. I think if you look at all the things happening in the world where people want brand trust, brand safety, they want to know where their news comes from, those things are important to human beings. And from our standpoint, the technology platforms are growing and they're going to keep growing. But over time, humans want to become members of brands where they understand what they're getting, how they're getting it, and what they're involved in and what they believe in. And so we've created a brand company versus a single platform company. And a lot of the people we compete against basically have giant singular platforms. We partner with all of them because we bring differentiation in brands. And I think if you're a member of TechCrunch and you love tech, or you're a member of the Huffington Post and you love news, or you're a member of Yahoo Finance and you love finance, we bring a very deep level community sense to those verticals.
You bring up the issue of trust and news source. Obviously, right now in the headlines is what Facebook is dealing with. Having fake news posted on Facebook during the election, and how do you root that out? And how do you make consumers aware of that? Is there an opportunity for Oath right now in this environment where people are questioning these things?
Yeah, one of the things happening in the world today is when you look at the issues with fake news and people posting things that may not be real, the reason we went with our strategy of being a brand company is because brands do one thing. You understand what the brand stands for and you understand what the curation of that information stands for. So if you're on Facebook and you see the Huffington Post, you're going to understand that the Huffington Post editors took the time and energy to make sure that's real news. And so from our standpoint, we believe brands are going to become more important in the future, not less important, both to a Facebook, but also to that consumer population.
Are you more careful now than ever, Tim, given what has happened with fake news? For example, Huffington Post, it's not just your staff writers that are writing things. I mean, there's a lot of contributors, for example. So is this a time to be more careful than ever?
Yeah, I think the Huffington Post, like one of the things the Huffington Post just did, which is an amazing testament to the people at the Huffington Post, is they just did a Listen to America tour where, because of all the feedback they've heard in the industry, not only are we careful about it and things on the Huffington Post are highly edited, they also went on a bus tour to, I think, 30 different states in the last few weeks and individually met with consumers and took hundreds or thousands of interviews from people. So I'd say in the media brand landscape, we're probably the #1 company in the last few months that's actually been with consumers and understanding them on a person-by-person basis. So that's a huge enhancement for us as a business.